Hi guys, welcome to Random Thoughts Thursday. So it's been a while since I did a Q&A video, and the reason I wanted to do another one of these is that I get often asked a lot of the same questions. And I wrote a list down of, oh, people ask me this all the time or whatever, just so I could collectively answer, and then I lost the list. So some of you saw on my Instagram and Facebook yesterday, I was saying, what did you guys want to know? Because I lost the list. Shocking. Anyway, today I'm going to do a Q&A video for you. Been asked a whole ton about this. When are Cody and I getting married? Well, I'm going to tell you guys, we actually have a date set now. However, I'm not going to share the date with you today. Reason being, we have some friends and family that we still haven't told. This is brand new that we've just picked a date, so I'm going to keep that under wraps until, you know, the very close people in our lives know when it is, and then I will share it with you guys. Okay, so a question I get asked all the time, and it's probably because I don't really talk a lot about it, is what do I do for work? I do a lot of things. So that's usually my answer when someone asks me is, it depends on the day, and it really does. I do not have a traditional steady job. I won't lie to you. What does that mean? That means that I have a lot of flexibility, but it also means that my income is very unsteady. So when I was looking for employment, what I had to do was step back and go, okay, what is the most important thing to me? Obviously, everybody needs money, but the most important thing to me was flexibility. I like to be able to, you know, basically hit the road Friday to Sunday and have the time off that I need. That is the most important thing to me. So that means that I'm basically broke all the time. So I won't lie to you. But a few different things. I'm working, I guess, 3 different jobs right now, all different part-time things, and I kind of fit them into the day. So I do some marketing work. That's what my degree is in. I have my Bachelor Business Admin degree, and I do some marketing work remotely from my computer. So that is my favorite thing to do. However, unfortunately, it just isn't enough work for me, so I do a few other things. I clean houses on the side. I ride outside horses on occasion. It really just depends. This summer I was working at a golf course as well, so I really do a bit of everything. For a long time, I worked in the restaurant and bar industry, and for anyone that is wanting to afford horses and have flexibility, that is by far your best bet. That is basically the most income that you can make without an education and also having kind of a flexible schedule. So the reason I don't do that anymore is I worked in restaurants and bars for almost 10 years and got to the point of not being able to tolerate being around a lot of alcohol and being around drunk people anymore, if I'm being perfectly honest. I just got to the point where I was like, you know, this is not worth the money. So as much as the income is really amazing, and if you're someone that goes, yeah, I could do that, go work in a restaurant or a bar, because generally your schedule is quite flexible, so you can still rodeo and barrel race, and you can make a good income. I also have some exciting projects in the works, so some of you guys might have seen a little hint on my Instagram in the form of a Barrel Racer Life logo, but there's some big things coming. I've been working on some things here behind the scenes for the last few months, so I'm excited to share those with you as they start to come into play, so stay tuned for that. I should also probably throw in this little disclaimer. I'm not saying don't go to school, don't get an education, go work in a bar. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying, depending on where you are at in your life, it's a good option. So I did that. That was basically what got me through college, and I was able to still afford keeping a horse while I was in college because of working in a restaurant and a bar. So I'm not saying don't go get a real job. It just really depends where you're at in your life. And, you know, education is something that you can't really go wrong with it as far as I'm concerned. So that's my little disclaimer on that. Another question I'm often asked is, how did I get the opportunity to ride with Ryan Ped? So the reality is I think that we get in our own way with these things, and it's as simple as picking up the phone and calling someone. So a lot of these trainers will take an intern, and you can kind of go and help them and learn from them. I think a lot of people expect an internship to be more like daily lessons. The thing with an internship is you are basically helping that trainer with their program as well. So you will learn, but you're also going to be real busy doing a lot of their things too. And that's not a bad thing. I really enjoyed my time with Ryan. And the reality is if you, what I did was I picked some trainers that I really admired, and I had a list of them. And basically I looked online and I did some research to see, first of all, could I find a phone number for them, because the random Facebook message just wasn't personal enough for me. So could I find a phone number for them? And secondly, what I did was talk to some friends of mine in the industry or that live near to these people, and found, do I have any mutual friends with these trainers? Because what I really think is important is if you have the ability to get, you know, a friend of yours that's a mutual friend to call ahead of you and say, oh, I have this friend, she's gonna be calling, she's looking for, you know, to ride with someone to learn, whatever. So if you don't have that, honestly, pick up the phone and call them. Call these people and say, hello, my name is so-and-so, I'm looking to do this. Can I help you in some way? Are you looking for an intern? Whatever. And the worst they can say is no. So that's the biggest thing. People ask, how did you get the opportunity? It wasn't even like, oh, this big, you know, grand opportunity fell into my lap. It was, you know, who can I find that I admire that I can ride with, and how do I get a hold of them? So it's as simple as picking up the phone and calling them. Well, that sums up my Random Thoughts Thursday Q&A video for today. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that answered some of the burning questions that you have. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for Barrel Racer Life.